Drop that ass, bitch, it's open micers in the house. Pop that pussy with that open micers logo in your mouth. Jason with his bald ass head, Jacob looking in bed. It's open micers, bitch, heard what I said. Drop that ass, open micers in the house. Drop that ass, pop that pussy, open micers in the house. Open micers in the house, open micers is a mouse. Drop that ass, pop that pussy, open micers in the house. The mic is now open.
That's right. The mic is now open. My name is Jason Robbins.
I'm Jacob Craig, and I'm very excited for tonight because this is a special episode on all accounts. This is a headliners episode, which we usually don't do in the main feed, but we're down an episode this month, so we're going to go ahead and crank one out for you guys as a special little treat. And as another added bonus on top of that, we are rejoined by a guest who at one point held the most appearances in Open Micers history. She is a fantastic comedian from right here at our home, Gulfport, Mississippi, or, you know, the amalgamation of the coast of Mississippi. It's the one and only Patty Dwyer. Welcome back to the show, Patty. It's been too long. How are you doing?
Welcome back to me. I'm okay. I'm alive. You know, I'm being a mom. I'm doing that thing.
You had a child. You let Zach Perkins put his dirty semen inside of you. Why did you do that?
Well, one night we were on acid, and then we were like, "You'd make a great mom," and he was like, and I was like, "You'd make a great dad," and then we were like, "Yeah, we're totally gonna do it," and then we did
it. And now this is forever gonna be submitted on the internet, and your son will be able to look at it and be like, "Ah."
I can be making that up, you know.
Right. You are making it up. You're making it up.
Yeah, I said this in front of his mom the other day, and he was like, "Shut up!" And I was like, we're grown people."
Right. Sometimes grown-ups do acid, and you are German, so I mean, it's kind of like your heritage.
I don't know about you, but acid has made me think very clearly out of all the other moments in my life. I feel like my shit comes together when I do acid. But you know.
For us, it's nuts. Like every time we nut, it's just like, oh shit, I could solve equations right now. Does anyone want to solve for pi right now?
I have never done acid in my life.
I'm surprised to hear that.
Never really wanted to. It just doesn't really seem like my thing. I tend to freak out when I'm under the influence of anything, so I just don't really, don't partake.
Have you done,
including the influence of sobriety. Sorry, go ahead, Patty.
Oh, I was going to say, like, you haven't done any psychedelic, or?
No. I've smoked weed. That's it.
Fair.
And it doesn't do, weed doesn't do, I don't do well smoking weed, so I just don't. I don't even bother.
Well, I believe in that whole weird thing about, like, how, you know, how mushrooms are used to treat people in therapy and stuff like that because it makes you feel more empathy, it makes you connected to people, makes you more open to things, and, like, you know, makes your neuroplasticity better. So, like, a lot of people think that actually helped people become, like, more civilized, empathetic creatures in general. Like, it helped make humanity, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But, I mean, were all the Nazis, like, on acid? Or am I making that up?
I thought they were on meth.
They were on meth.
Oh, it was meth. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want meth to have a bad name, you know, because that's, like, Van Cleve's biggest export.
Oh, man.
I was listening to Joe Rogan earlier, and he brought up again how, like, at like the 1930-something Olympics, Hitler was just like tweaking on meth in the fucking stands.
Yeah, there's a video of it that you can see. It's crazy. Dude, he's tweaking the hell out. It's weird.
Especially when, like, there's not really cameras and there's not really, things aren't the way they are now. Like, people don't see you. People don't really know what you're doing. Like, I feel like a lot of these people, just like Jim Jones was on acid. He was tripping balls, but he was also on
some kind of acid. He was like hydrochloric acid.
He was doing it all.
Yeah, dude. Jim Jones was on that fucking poison, boy. Just smoking straight borax. You get me? But that's enough of cults of personality and drug use. We have some headlines from the internet to get to, which if you guys aren't Patreon members, you might not have ever seen this before. So what I do is every 2 months, I scour the internet for what I think are funny headlines. Jason's never seen them. Patty, our guest, has never seen them. These have all been curated by me, and me and Jason are going to take turns reading them. We'll react to them. We'll see if the story is interesting enough to dig any deeper in the article, or if we just want to leave it at the headline. And that's how it works. So Patty, if you're ready, I mean, we can jump right into it if Jason has the first article queued up.
Yeah, I'm ready. You ready, Patty? Let's do this.
I'm here for it.
All right, first article up is from CNN.com. In quotes, "She's pure evil. Nurse gets life in prison after admitting she intentionally gave patients excess insulin," prosecutors say.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, that's really rude of her. That's what I would say.
Says former nurse who killed at least 3 patients and tried to kill more than a dozen more at nursing facilities across Pennsylvania has been sentenced to life in prison. She pleaded guilty to 3 counts of first-degree murder and 19 counts of criminal attempt to commit murder. And she pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty. So are you worried at all, Jacob, that your girlfriend might give you some
Brother,
excess
I'm fucking
insulin?
I
terrified.
was going to say,
I would never intentionally kill myself, just so that it's on record.
well, does it bother you that you know that this is a substance that you need to survive, and there's someone out there like giving it freely away at an unnecessary dose? Like one day you could suffer because of this. You know,
I need that insulin, bitch. Why are you giving it away to dead people?
to dead people,
Why are you
I
doing
need it.
people that will be dead.
Yeah. You know, this may be funny story, maybe just dark, but there was one time when I was like 15 or 16 where I was like, I just really didn't want to go to school the next day. And I was like, man, my life fucking sucks. I'm going to kill myself. And what I did to try to kill myself was I ate an entire box of granola bars. And I thought that was going to work. And I just woke up and my blood sugar was 650 and my mom made me go to school.
You needed medical attention.
She said, no, fuck you don't. You're getting out of my house.
You tried death by granola is what you did.
Yeah, dude, I tried to leave this life by eating, and it wasn't like a regular like 6-pack of granola bars. It was one of those giant family size like 24-pack of chewy granola bars.
You know what? I did see this story on Reddit one day, and there was a guy, I think he maybe shot himself up with a bunch of insulin, and then he was like, no, never mind, I want to live. And then he like was eating all this shit in his house. And it like it made him totally not want to kill himself anymore. He's like, no, I don't want to do this. No, I did that. I did a similar thing, but I just took like a bunch of Tylenol because that's like really all I had access to.
I tried that too. I legit tried that.
I don't know about you, but
yeah, like this was around the time, so I had torn my hamstring, and they prescribed a 14-year-old pain pills and muscle relaxers. And I don't know what pain pills, but they started with Oxy. It was good shit.
Jesus.
So, yeah. So, of course, I'm 14 years old. I'm like, I'm going to try taking 5 and see what happens. And so I just get hooked on pain pills until I run out and I have no way to get more. So I'm going through like DTs and I take like an entire bottle of Tylenol. And I remember just like standing up in a classroom, just like sweating profusely, going like, with everyone just like staring at me like, what the fuck is Jacob on?
Well, I'm kind of worried about you now, buddy. Me and Patty were worried because you came into the Zoom room just sweating with a fistful of pizza, just sweating. And I'm like, what is happening right now? Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm okay. This week has been rough. I'm not gonna lie. This week has been very rough.
That's why you Tylenol again.
No, that's why I'm started eating pizza again.
All right, are we going on to the next story?
Yes, and I'll read it with a mouthful of pizza as long as the listeners don't mind.
Is it homemade?
No, it's Tombstone, so better than homemade. Am I right?
Fuck you.
Dan Schneider sues Quiet on Set producers over Investigation Discovery limited series for falsely implying he sexually abused child stars. The audacity of this bitch. Embattled producer Dan Schneider is fighting back against Quiet on Set, Investigation Discovery's explosive limited series that promised to delve into the toxic and dangerous culture behind some of the most iconic kids' television shows of the late 1990s and early 2000s. Filed in Los Angeles Superior Court on Wednesday, the lawsuit accuses Warner Bros. And other production companies of defamation. And you can read the entire lawsuit online. After the series dropped, Snyder apologized for his behavior that was depicted on Quiet on Set and vowed to hold himself accountable for how he acted on his Nickelodeon shows. Bro, what the fuck? How is it defamation if you had to apologize?
Yeah. Like, you know what? I watched Quiet on Set and I don't even remember. Oh, you're talking about Dan Schneider. I'm thinking Rob Schneider.
No. No, the feet guy, not the truck guy.
When did they bring Rob into this?
Yeah, what show was Rob Schneider on when he was diddling kids?
Well, you
Holy
can't,
shit! He's suing them. What a psycho!
You can't have this thing come out, then make a public apology, have people saying you did these things, and then you're gonna sue for defamation like that. This is gonna get thrown out of court. I mean,
right when you apologized for what you're suing over already.
You know, the thing when you're famous, even when you did the thing you're accused of, you're still not supposed to apologize. That's just a dumb thing to do.
Yeah, that'll be the first thing a lawyer would tell you is even if you did do it, you just shut up. Don't say anything.
Yeah, I don't think that the residuals of fucking Henry Danger is enough to pay for a good lawyer, apparently.
Oh my God, this next story. I'm so glad we're bringing this up.
Go for it, Jay.
From Deadline.com, Tom Brady gets triggered by Jeff Ross joke during roast. Don't say that shit again. Tom Brady agreed to be roasted in Netflix's The Greatest Roast of All Time, but one particular joke seemingly went too far. One of the early moments from the comedy special went viral when the 7-time Super Bowl champion got off of his seat to whisper something to Jeff Ross. As the Roastmaster General, Ross came on stage to roast Brady, and one particular joke seemingly ticked off the former football player. Let's see. He had joked about that. Who was that guy that Tom Brady? They used. His name's Robert Kraft or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the owner of football.
Yeah, the owner of everything. They would go and get like massages and stuff like that, and
hell yeah, brother,
everything. So
tight.
He made a joke about it. I haven't seen the roast, but here's the thing: has he never seen a roast before? Did he not know what was going to happen?
Afterwards? Not to cut you off, Jason, but the plot thickens because Jeff Ross did an interview where he said, yeah, that was part of the thing. Like, it was a joke. I think Tom was joking with me. But on the version that's not live that you watch on Netflix right now, this entire interaction is edited out.
Yeah. So
he 100% like meant everything that he said to Jeff Ross in this article.
Oh my God. Like, now, first of all, him being so upset about this just makes me want to watch it more. So he's kind of screwing himself over on that.
Yeah, the massages or the roast?
Yeah, the roast.
Okay.
But like, what a pussy. Yeah, Jason. Like, yeah, what's a roast for, right? Like,
well, also, too, like Tom Brady had flirted with the idea of becoming a stand-up comedian after he retired.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, and so I don't know if you are familiar with the podcast Dudesy. It's basically a fake AI run podcast with Will Sasso and Chad Kultgen, but they got in trouble not too long ago because they put out a fake AI George Carlin special. But before that, they got a cease and desist from Tom Brady because they did one of Tom Brady, a fake AI roast starring Tom Brady, and he sent his lawyers after him. They had to pull it down. So apparently he can't take a joke, but you're gonna try to be a comedian and be in those circles. Like, what? Why even try?
Isn't Tom Brady also the one that makes his like 8-year-old kiss him on the mouth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
I mean, like Tom Brady, go home and sit down. Let the Hawk Tua girl be the next comedian. Like,
I mean, you're already
Her time's up. Her time's already up.
yeah.
I mean,
This
you're
is what
already
I mentioned.
you're already like 8-time Super Bowl win. You're like the most winningest Super Bowl quarterback
Jason
of
doesn't
all
know
time.
football, just
So,
for anyone.
Like,
He is
just
the most winningest. He's right though.
that's your legacy. And be able to make fun of yourself, because like nobody will ever take that away from you. If you have
Yeah.
a sense of humor about yourself, people will love you even more. But when you do shit like this, it just makes you look like a punk.
Yeah, if you're still insecure at this point, the
Yeah.
boat has sailed. Like you're never gonna get there, bro.
And my thing is like, you know, if you are Tom Brady and if you are the owner of football, like everyone just assumes that you are probably getting rub and tugged. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Look, I
If you're
assume
that
everybody.
successful, you deserve rub and tugs.
Yeah, I assume everybody that makes over $100 million a year and plays some sort of sport, they're getting rubbed and tugged every day. That's just
Anybody, dude. Actors, anybody. They're all getting rub and tugged. Why not?
Why
Why
not?
shouldn't you? I mean, this lady walked across our borders to find a better life for her family. Okay? And she opens just an above board, just a mom and pop rub 'em down shop. Okay? And you want to go in there with the owner of football and get some massages just between boys. All right. And then at the end, you just pull a privacy curtain and you say, "Hey, Consuela, for a couple extra pesos, you think that maybe we could just."
You got to rub yourself up by your bootstraps, you know?
You got to rub yourself. You got to rub and tug yourself up by your bootstraps, and you got to do it for
And
your family.
it's
'cause
not
that's
like-
why you came here.
And it's not like if you joke about it on the roast, it's not like your wife is going to get pissed because they're already divorced. So
Right.
what was he worried about?
And there was so much worse shit about like his son and wife that he didn't get mad about. But he's like, I swear to God, if you ever make another joke about Robert Kraft getting a fucking hand job with me, like you know it happened now. Like,
Yeah. Now you
if he
know.
just made a joke and he was like, haha, knee slapper, then no one would care.
Yeah, if he would have just sat there and just laughed it off, everybody would have been like, "Oh, I don't know if that really happened," you know. But now it's like there's no doubt that really happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe he rub and tugged Robert Kraft.
Maybe.
Maybe that's why he's mad.
You know what? It's pretty likely, actually.
Maybe, and now hear me out. Maybe Tom Brady, as an aspiring 18-year-old entrepreneur, was like, I really fucking love macaroni. Okay, macaroni is my life. I love cheese. I love pasta, and I'm gonna find a way to make a career out of this any way possible. And so he finds Robert Kraft under the assumption that he is the proponent owner of Kraft macaroni and cheese. And he does what needs to be done. And instead he becomes the greatest football player of all time.
Which, you know, talk about a bunch of wins, just, you know.
Or losses
No,
for
no,
that
no,
shy
no.
18-year-old boy who loved macaroni. I'm just saying. Robert Kraft mac and cheese, anybody?
All I'm saying is, like, you win, Tom Brady. You already won, Tom. You won life.
Honestly, his comedy would be like, you know, like, I think at a certain point you have so much privilege. Like, what are you doing? You're going to make a joke about how you're sitting on a yacht and, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like Seinfeld still making jokes. It's like, what are we talking about now?
Yeah.
And also,
Maybe he's-
it's like, is he even gonna go and try to do, like work on sets, like at the
Right.
Comedy Cellar
He's
in
gonna
New York?
open mic and practice.
Yeah, or is he just gonna like walk into the offices of Netflix and be like, "I'm Tom fucking Brady. Give me an hour, and I'll get on
Right.
stage and just tell football stories." And they would do it because he's Tom Brady. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he
I
doesn't
think
have a
that
sense.
maybe.
If you can't make fun of yourself, you're not allowed to be a comedian. That's just the
Yeah,
way I look at it.
Don't do an hour of stand up. Just do a TED talk on like CTE or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you still can.
yeah.
Chances are you can't. But
We'll
I
have his
think
AI do it.
I think that maybe he got so mad because that was like the one joke that he had written for his stand-up set. It was like, I swear to God, you're taking my material. That was my bit. I don't know. But anyways, we move on. I digress. This next story comes from sunherald.com. Comedian John Mulaney roasts Biloxi in new Netflix interview with David Letterman. This one hits close to home, folks. Comedian John Mulaney roasts Biloxi in a new Netflix show filmed in part when he played the Mississippi Coast Coliseum in December. He wasn't impressed with the city or the casinos. He and David Letterman, who was in the audience for the December 8th show, apparently didn't spend enough time in the city to learn how to pronounce Biloxi. So that's the Sun Herald thinking that they have, a one-over on John Mulaney. You didn't say the name right. You're like, who cares, Sun Herald? No one's going to pay 99 cents to access anything you have to write. Just...
Well, I saw what he said about it, and I was like, he's not wrong.
Yeah,
No, he's not wrong.
I'm from Biloxi. He's not wrong at all.
He was just like, y'all have like the nice casino, and it's like expensive, and then everything else around it, you're not really spending any money on it. And it's
Have you ever seen the Exxon across the street from the Beau Rivage? It's like, you don't go there after sundown. You'll get
it's
murdered.
like a meme around here. You do not go to that gas station.
And the Waffle House, just next door to that, you'll die at the Waffle House. People get shot there.
Look, that gas station has like the tall boy craft beers, like the Holy Rollers, the Bear Hug, they got the good beer because they know whoever's staying across the street at the damn casino, they ain't got no good craft beer in there. They're gonna go to the gas station.
Yeah. So here's a quote of what Mulaney said during the show, or during the Letterman interview. He said, "A lot of towns have casinos, but you have more casinos than cities that are famous for having casinos. And not a dime is making its way into the town. Jesus Christ. Let me see the books. Let me see the books." Not wrong.
Dude, anybody that comes down here to go to the casinos and then just like wanders across the street into Biloxi, the first thing people are going to think is, where's that money going? Like, this looks like bombed out Beirut back in the 80s. Like, there's just... No, like after Katrina, everything got wiped out, and then it's just like now there's nothing.
And I mean, for the little spots here and there that you have, it's like so disjointed. And yeah, no, definitely not money going into making that work.
Yeah, you would know that if you drove on the roads.
Yeah.
You would know that there's not a single dime from those casinos going anywhere.
Yeah, excuse John Mulaney for just speaking his truth, okay?
Dude, and a couple of years ago, I didn't even know this was going on, but my aunt had passed away, and she was having her funeral was at a church way down on the point in Biloxi, and I was trying to get to the church, but for some reason at that point, because I haven't lived in Biloxi in decades, I live in Ocean Springs, which is across the bay if you're not from here. But I went into Biloxi, and for some reason, they had dug up every street in the city to start like doing maintenance or whatever they're doing. Like every street was blocked off and closed down. I couldn't get anywhere. Like they just, instead of just doing like one section at a time, they literally busted up every street in the city.
Dude, yeah, when I lived there in 2020, everything like Division Street, all of that, they literally just fixed that. And that was like 5 years of just sitting there. The streets trashed.
It's awful. So he's not wrong. There's nothing he said that's wrong.
We stand by you.
Yeah.
And the guy that they like cross interviewed, the Sun Herald did, was the owner of the Coliseum, or like the executive director of programming or whatever.
Who's not giving us money across the street.
Right. And he said that's grossly inaccurate about everything John Mulaney said. I was like, of course you say that, dude. And later in the article, it asks if John Mulaney would be invited back. And he's like, well, it depends a lot with comedians, particularly about timing and schedule. It's like, just say that he hurt your feelings, bro.
Dude, what happened to the Coliseum? Oh, I'm sorry, Patty. What'd you say?
Well, I'm just saying, even if you're not going to give the rest of the city the money, don't act like you don't still want it.
Yeah. But also, where does John Mulaney get off getting all of Biloxi's money? We have potholes because everyone wanted to see John Mulaney.
And what happened to the Coliseum,
Spider-Ham, dude? Are you kidding me?
Dude, when I was a kid and up through like the 90s and stuff, the Coliseum always had like great like music acts and stuff coming through. Dude, I saw like Smashing Pumpkins there and Tool and like who else? Like just all kind of 90s bands at the Coliseum. And now it's been like nothing but like mid-level country stars for like 25 years
not enough
now.
For you, brother?
Huh?
Godsmack's not enough for you, brother?
No.
When's the last time? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
I'm not the one who's so far away.
I went for like Family Values, but that was like 15 years ago at least.
Family Values, that was like 98.
No. I mean, it was Korn was there.
Yeah, it was like,
I mean, I didn't move to
I
America.
guarantee you that was like 1998 when that happened.
Maybe it was like a redo tour or something, because they might have brought them back, because this was definitely in like 2005 or something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but Korn, Avenged Sevenfold was there. The Toadies. The guy from the Toadies broke his ribs actually trying to dive off of the stage, and he fell on the rail and he broke his ribs.
We used to call the Toadies the WCPR Fest house band, because they would literally play every year. I think they still do CPR Fest every year, and they only put out like one album, literally, and they like been riding that hit they had back in the 90s since then.
That's a real working musician right there.
Yeah.
Who would win in a fight between the Toadies and Toad the Wet Sprocket?
I don't know. My money's on the Toadies, because that's their hit song was about a murderer. So
I don't know.
I'm gonna go. He's older. He knows more.
He doesn't know more. He just told you that you were wrong vehemently, and at the very end, he was like, "I don't know. I don't know anything."
Dude, because the Family Values tour was like Korn and what was the
Toad the Wet Sprocket?
No, not Toad the Wet Sprocket, but I remember there was a live recording of some song that became a hit, and it had Fred Durst on it singing backup, and he pronounced Biloxi wrong, and it drove me nuts every time I heard it on the radio for years afterwards.
Why is Biloxi so hard to pronounce? I don't understand.
Because Fred Durst go like in the back, and he's like singing backup on the song, and he's like, Biloxi, let me hear you. And I'm like, oh, why do you people insist on saying Biloxi? It's so stupid.
In their defense, that is literally how it's spelled.
No, it's not. It's Biloxi.
Maybe we're dumb.
No, we're from here. We get to say it however the fuck we want to say it, and it's called Biloxi.
You know what? Wikipedia says there was a Family Values tour in 2006. That's exactly what it was.
Well, they must have done another one then, because the one I remember was like 98.
It started in 98. Yeah.
Yeah, look at Jason being wrong.
So we're both right.
Funny. No, Jason's wrong. One of y'all's wrong, and it's Jason.
Moving on to the next one.
10 years was there, too.
Who was there?
10 years.
The Wet Sprocket.
Oh, will you stop saying Toad the Wet Sprocket? Next story from CNN.com. Italian teenager nicknamed God's Influencer set to become Catholic Church's first millennial saint.
Oh, yeah, brother.
I don't know. If they're millennial, they might be saintly. I don't know.
Let's see. Pope Francis has recognized a second miracle attributed to Acutus, who is Carlo Acutus, an Italian teenager and computer prodigy who earned the nickname God's Influencer, a gamer and computer programmer. He died from leukemia in 2006 at age 15. That don't sound like a miracle to me. During his life, Acutus used his technological skills to spread awareness of the Catholic faith, including setting up a website documenting miracles. God, this is a long article.
So he's just a missionary?
Basically,
Wait, he's dead? I didn't read it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't become a saint till you're dead, right?
Okay.
So, like, he died, but he spent a lot of time gathering information on people who are saints. So, like, he's just telling people information to get them into the religion, which is just being a missionary.
It said he wait.
He's bringing a new meaning to on God bussin' for
It
real.
says
for real.
Pope Francis, who died in 2000. Wait.
Jason doesn't know how to read.
No, Pope Francis. Okay, here's the thing. It says Pope Francis has recognized the second miracle attributed to Acutus, a gamer and computer programmer who died from leukemia in 2006 at age 15. Then in the bottom, it says Acutus was beatified. What does that mean? And declared blessed after his first miracle in 2020 when he reportedly healed a Brazilian boy who had a birth defect in his pancreas that left him unable to eat foods normally. How did he do this if he's been dead for 14 years?
Miracle.
I would have thought we would have heard about this miracle before now.
I think the Catholics cured diabetes. I don't know about you guys.
Jacob's like, I've been trying for years. They've been blessing me. I can't get rid of this shit.
Yeah, I don't know what they're keeping me around for. Maybe it's my youthful appearance.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Jacob, I met you when you were 19, and so to me, you're always 19. And then I look at you and I'm like, he looks a little bit more grown, but I don't know how to feel about that.
Prospective
he was a teenager.
Prospective candidates for sainthood normally need to have two miracles attributed to them before they can be canonized. The latest miracle attributed to Acutus relates to the reported healing of a girl from Costa Rica who had suffered a head trauma after falling from her bicycle in Florence, Italy, where she was studying. Her mother said she prayed for her daughter's recovery at the tomb of Acutus in Assisi.
Hey, can you CC me on that email?
But I don't understand, like, how is he performing these miracles? Like, I don't understand.
So this last one was them praying at his grave, basically.
So what if she prayed like at a Little Caesars and she healed? I mean,
yeah, to me, it's like the person praying seems to have the power, not the dead person that's laying under the ground where you're praying.
Like, what did he have to do with it? You're just at his tomb, like.
No, Jason brings up a fantastic point. That's like going into a Little Caesars, getting on your hands and knees, and praying for a single stick of crazy bread. And then when a Little Caesars worker gives you the crazy bread, you just go, "Thank you, patron saint, whatever his fucking name is," and walk out of the Little Caesars. And the guy's just standing there like, where do I come in?
Yeah,
just leaning on your hands and Caesars.
I mean, it would, to me, a miracle would be if this fucking dude crawled out of his casket, healed these two people, and then crawled back into his casket and was dead again. And
to me,
that would be the miracle.
Die again.
I feel like this is like his parents are like, well, he did one cool thing, and they say if he does one more cool thing, we can make him a saint. Who wants to buffer this situation here? Because I want my son to be a saint. I would proactively make my son a saint if he died. I would go out of my way, so I don't fault them for that.
Well,
I know, and your parents might not, but
he is remembered by friends and family as enjoying playing video games such as Halo, Super Mario, and Pokemon.
Yeah, and who isn't? Who isn't doing that?
They're trying so hard in the article to make him sound like a millennial, and those games are like so old.
Yeah, that's right. Because millennials, some of them are like fucking almost about to be like 40, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Elder
Maybe, I don't
millennials are turning 40 now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Exactly. So yeah, those games are old, Jacob.
I feel like a more accurate like tagline would be like, family and friends remember him for yelling at 3 a.m. at the top of his lungs at Demon Souls.
Yeah.
And on his tombstone is inscribed, "Get good, noob."
That's awesome.
You got me with that one. I was like, dead ass?
Dead ass, bro. That's my dude. He is slaying from the grave.
All right.
Jacob's like, shut up.
Oh my God, I've seen this next story. This is my favorite news story of the year so far.
Yeah, are you guys ready for it?
Yes.
All right. So, 90s alternative and ska band Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Shut
Now
up.
oh man, come on. What are you talking about? Toad the Wet Sprocket.
No.
Here's the real headline is from NBCnews.com. Michigan man with suspended license logs into Zoom court hearing while driving.
I saw this on TikTok.
I don't even know why he would do that, the judge said. That's the next line. A Michigan man with a suspended driver's license joined a digital court hearing about his case from behind the wheel of a vehicle he was driving. Corey Harris did not physically appear in court for his hearing. Instead, he dialed into the Zoom call while he was driving, according to video of the hearing posted on Washtenaw County Judge Cedric Simpson's YouTube page. Simpson asked Harris whether he was driving when he joined the hearing. He told Simpson that he was pulling into a parking spot at his doctor's office and would be ready for the hearing in 1 second. After a brief pause and Simpson's confirming Harris was stationary, the attorney representing Harris, Natalie Pate, who was in court that day, asked for an adjournment of 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, so maybe I don't understand something, Simpson said after having appeared to review the case in front of him. This is a driving while license suspended. Pate confirmed he was looking at the case involving driving without a license. And he was just driving, and he doesn't have a license, Simpson asked. Those are the charges, yes, Pate said.
The charges times 2.
But Simpson quickly replied, no, I'm looking at his record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended, and he's just driving. Simpson then looked around the courtroom, taking a long pause, an incredulous smile on his face. He then looked up and said, I don't even know why he would do that. Simpson revoked Harris's bond and instructed him to turn himself into the Washtenaw County Jail by that evening.
How dumb do you have to be to call? I mean, this is beyond anything I can even comprehend.
He
Like,
just had to go to the doctor.
Just miss your hearing. Just don't call into the Zoom call, bro, because this is bad.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
He must have done like a bunch of edibles or something because he can't have done that on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, if he does have a doctor's appointment, I mean, which is more important?
A neurological doctor.
Yeah, the doctor's appointment or going to court. I think the doctor's appointment can wait. You can always reschedule a doctor's appointment.
It depends on what the appointment's for.
Well, true. Or you could talk to your lawyer and say, hey, I have a doctor's appointment I can't miss. Can we please talk to the judge and reschedule? And even if you did, was he still going to drive himself to the courtroom for being on a suspended license?
Oh my God, he was definitely going to do that. That's worse.
Yeah. He was going to drive himself to the courthouse. He would have. This is dumb on a level that I can't, like, why would you do this?
Like, just even zooming into court, this is not his first offense.
While you're driving on a suspended license, like, why would you go into a Zoom call?
Even if it had nothing to do with like driving, if I was doing a Zoom court, I would be so stressed out. There's no way I would do that in a car.
No.
Nope. I mean, I just like this. I don't even know what to say. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
You know, this is definitely not his first offense because you don't do like you got to be real comfy with doing this sort of shit if you're zooming into court and just driving around. Like,
Right.
this is just a part of your life.
If I was the
Right.
judge, I would be like, turn yourself in to the police. Go to your doctor's appointment, but then turn yourself in, and we're gonna sentence you to like 1 year in prison just for being stupid.
Because it's not safe for you to be out.
Yeah, you're a danger to everyone around you.
What's the address of your doctor?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get some units out there.
Dude, that guy needs to be somewhere where he's wearing like rubber clothes. He shouldn't be out in society.
He needs a helmet, is what he needs.
I need a helmet.
All right, on to the next story. This is from Yahoo News. Robert Pattinson says he once spent 6 months sleeping on an inflatable boat on the floor because he had no other furniture.
I mean,
Dad.
we've all been there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been there. I can't
Dad,
fault the
Batman.
guy for that.
He's an actor, you know. There's probably been some rough years.
Yeah.
I wonder how much action that inflatable boat saw. Hey, girl, you want to come take a ride on my boat? And it's just an inflatable boat in his living room. He's like, I'm the ride.
He said,
That'd work on me.
he said he designed a new sofa, but he said he loved it very much, but it caused a lot of back problems. Oh, no, he said why did they say that? No, that's about his inflatable boat. He said, I loved it very much, but it caused a lot of back problems.
Yeah, no shit.
shit.
It's not made for sleeping on.
Yeah.
He should have got one of those little tykes like car beds.
I mean, he could have at least gone and gotten an inflatable mattress.
Mattress.
Yeah, why a boat instead of a mattress?
Yeah.
How many people were sleeping in the boat with him?
How long is the boat?
At least 8 hookers were in the boat with him every night.
That's why he couldn't afford a sofa.
Wise.
He was busy getting rub and tugged with Robert Kraft.
Just tugging along.
Tom Brady was over
Tugboat.
every night.
Tugboat.
All right.
Jason, read the article.
Well, hold
what
on.
happens?
I accidentally X'd out of it. Sorry.
My
Let's see.
God.
The actor admitted that the inflatable boat wasn't the most comfortable and caused a lot of back problems. Let's see. He's best known for his role as Edward Cullen, blah, blah, blah. His foray
Diggory.
His foray into furniture design came after he wrapped production for 2022's The Batman. I started sketching pieces of furniture I thought would make people interact in a playful and informal way. They all had disproportionate, oversized elements that were quite fun. Thanks to the sofa's lobe-shaped curves, the actor came to realize that his creation looked a lot like an ear. Together with Nicole Gordon, an interior designer he had worked with before, he brought his sketches to life. They're now on display at J.F. Chen, a furniture store in Los Angeles. The store is run by renowned furniture dealer Joel Chen, who counts celebrities like Jennifer Aniston and the Olsen twins among his clients. I didn't know that there were renowned furniture dealers in the world.
I didn't know they were geared towards like that. Celebrities just make furniture, but I mean, I guess you have the time, you have the money to pay someone to make the shit that you envision. Because we've all had kooky ideas about stuff, we just can't pay someone to make it necessarily. So I mean, that's very interesting. I want to see the sofa.
And it says they're available for sale, although it is unclear how much each cost.
Too much.
Priceless.
Yeah, way too much.
It's priceless, bro.
There's no
The
price.
memories you can make on that
Where'd
thing.
you get this couch? Batman made my couch.
The vampire made my couch.
And you're just like, cool. Where's the nearest window? And I can leave the situation now. If someone told me a vampire made their couch, I'd run through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man.
It's probably a cool couch, though.
It's probably it's black for sure. It's a black couch.
Yeah. Or like a velvety red.
It's got pointy bat ears all over it, so you can't sit in it very comfortably.
We need to start designing couches, you guys.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's make the Open Micers Furniture Store. Let's do it.
We'll make a killing, dude.
There's nothing more niche than that.
We could make those cool, like, crazy 80s style commercials that they used to do for furniture stores back in the day.
Tell us about them, Grandpa.
Pappy, tell me a story from your time.
Come on down to Crazy Open Micers where we have furniture for 90% off. Stuff like that. You know, we could do that.
Yeah, and then we could be like, hey,
No?
do you have a couch that you want to appear in one of our commercials? Then visit this website, openmikerscastingcouch.com, and we'd get millions of clicks. Millions.
This couch comes with a convenient mac and cheese holder.
Hey, you could make it where,
crap.
like, the middle couch cushion pulls up and it's just full of mac and cheese. That'd be awesome.
That'd be fucking sick, dude. Mac and cheese would probably go bad, though.
Just keeps it warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to take the plate out, you know.
All right, I made an executive decision to hand pick the last article that we're going to cover here. This is from WJTV.com.
Oh, Jesus.
Mississippi woman who didn't know she was pregnant gives birth at Golden Corral in Arkansas.
So what was that like, Patty?
That's epic as fuck, right? At a Golden Corral?
Yeah,
At a Golden Corral? That should happen fast.
the
I
new
mean-
mom said she didn't know she was pregnant until it was time to deliver in the restaurant bathroom. I'm still in shock. Tavia Woodfork, the mother of Tamar Kylon Corral Woodfork, said.
In honor, I guess, you know.
She said she had experienced a rare case of cryptic pregnancy, which describes a pregnancy that remains unknown to the mother for a significant portion of the term. On the day baby Tamar was born, his mother Tavia and his grandmother Tamika, along with their family, stopped at the buffet for a bite on their way home to Mississippi. I ain't make it to the table, Woodfork said. She ain't make it to the table. Instead, Tavia, in pain, headed straight to the bathroom. Tamika said she initially thought her daughter was just experiencing cramps. Tavia's sister went to the bathroom to check on her, where she made a shocking discovery. She said, I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's a baby. I'm not making this up.
That's crazy.
The baby was 6 pounds. It was a full baby, the new grandmother added. It was a full baby. It wasn't half a baby.
No, that's a grown-ass baby.
The unimaginable experience for Tavia also included some unimaginable pain. 10 out of 10, she said, describing her level of discomfort. After her delivery, though, Tavia had plenty of fans among the Golden Corral staff and customers. They were clapping when she came out on the stretcher, Tamika said. Tamar's surprising birth has also made him something of a superstar. Everybody wants to see the Golden Corral baby, according to Tamika. In a Facebook post, Golden Corral said baby Tamar is the record holder for the youngest Golden Corral fan. And don't worry, we'll make sure mom is well taken care of with Golden Corral gift cards while she's taking care of you, the restaurant wrote.
I don't think it's fair that they're already dubbing him a fan because he did not say that he likes Golden Corral.
No, it might have been so disgusting that he was like, I've got to get out of this situation now.
Here's the funny part, and I was going to make a joke about this. She actually, one of his middle names, he has 2 middle names. Can you guess what one of the middle names is?
Corral.
Corral.
Yeah, no, we noticed. We noticed, Gramps.
Sorry, I was just reading this thing. And here's the thing. Here's the deal. This is not the first time I've heard of something like this because back, I was still like maybe a late teenager when this happened, but I was working at the Sicily's in Biloxi, Italian buffet, and one of the guys I worked with, his girlfriend was kind of a bigger girl, but she had a baby and didn't know she was pregnant either. He came into work one day and was like, whatever his girlfriend's name was, he was like, she had a baby this morning. I can't come into work. And like, she just literally woke up and had a baby. She didn't even know she was pregnant.
That's messed up. That's super scary.
Yeah.
Dude, who doesn't get a period for almost 10 months and is like, completely normal?
Well, I think that if it's actually like one of these cryptic pregnancies, I know that if you're pregnant, you could still have like spotting, you could still have a little bit of period, and some people have irregular periods, and some people don't have periods.
Oh my God, I'm sorry I asked. Jesus.
You know.
You're talking to an expert here, Jacob. What'd you expect?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Sorry I fucking got on that topic.
But speaking of, you guys want to know something awesome? I know you both know Liz. She had her baby.
Oh, nice.
Aww.
Yeah, on Monday. She did.
Tell her congratulations for us.
Oh, well. For anyone that doesn't know, that's like one of my besties. And shout out Liz. I love you. I love Walker. That's his name.
Oh, nice. That's a good name, actually. That's a very good name.
But see, if
I'm glad that the next generation is getting back to like actual names.
She should. If she was gonna name this kid Corral, she should have just added the golden in there too. Like, just go for it. Just
I would have gone Golden before I would have gone Corral, to be honest.
Yeah, Golden makes more sense.
Yeah, I would have been like Golden Jason Smith.
It's my favorite kind of apple.
Tamar Yeast Rolls Woodfork is his name.
Yeah. Dude, and how cheap is Golden Corral? This is how you know that they're going out of business. They're like, don't worry, we'll take care of her with gift cards. Not like, yeah, Tamar was born here. He can eat for free for the rest of his life. Like, that's what it should have been.
That's what I was gonna think. Like, I was thinking, like, why didn't they like award them him and the mom like lifetime buffets?
Because they knew that they would eat out the whole fucking buffet, dude.
No, because
she's got to be fat. She has pork in her name.
No, because you know what? You would go if you had Lifetime to eat for free somewhere. You would go there all the time, which means you would bring all your friends and family with you all the time, which means all those people that wouldn't have been eating there would be giving them money. So it's actually pretty smart. That's what they should have done, Jason. I agree with you.
Yep.
She ain't got no friends. She didn't even know she was pregnant. No one likes that bitch.
The whole thing was on a vacation trip, going to Golden Corral.
And also, too, I think if you got Lifetime, if you could go somewhere and eat for free for your entire life, anytime you wanted to, I would think you would start not going that often. After, like, if I got like free, I don't know, like free Applebee's or something for a life, I would go there like every meal for like a month and then be like, oh, I'm never going to Applebee's again.
Oh, fuck you, dude. In Biden's economy? Are you kidding me?
Jacob's going in there with like suitcases and shit.
Hell yeah, I am, bro. Like, does this apply to margaritas as well?
Can I get some napkins? You just give me a roll of napkins.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to take toilet paper.
I will say getting to eat for free, though, at a place like Applebee's, that's like more specific. But if you go to a buffet, that means that, there's more variety that you always have access to. So,
True. And, yeah, and you can go like one day and be like, this is chicken day.
Mm-hmm.
We're having chicken for dinner. And just eat a small amount of chicken, just like you would at home.
You could even get a salad. Shit.
No, you couldn't. Golden Corral. What are they? You gotta get a salad that's been dunked in the chocolate fountain? What are you doing?
They got salads there.
No, I don't. They couldn't possibly.
I haven't been in like 10 years, so I don't know.
They're garbage. It's a garbage restaurant chain. They have babies in their bathrooms there. It's garbage.
People giving birth in there.
I'm not gonna lie. I love me some Golden Corral, dude. I go in there and I will fuck up some pot roast in those yeast rolls. Oh, they're so good. I know it's horrible. They're probably like, you know, it's probably rat or something that I'm eating, but I don't care. It tastes good.
Yeah, Rat's actually playing CPR Fest this year with Toad the Wet Sprocket.
I'll go. I like rat.
I would go. I mean, that's the last time I'm gonna be able to see him. You know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, dude. Rat's old. But yeah,
You're
I
gonna
think
get
that,
old too one day. Like one day you're gonna be like me. You're gonna be.
I won't.
Yeah. Well, probably not. I give you,
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it, brother.
Not if other people are using up all the insulin.
Like
Yeah, for
people,
real.
yeah, people are using insulin to kill each other, and everyone watching this episode just witnessed me house 3 pieces of pizza while we were talking
while sweating.
profusely, bro. I'm so
You're
hot.
so
Someone help
shiny.
me.
You're so shiny right now. Like, dude, go get some. Ask your girl for some powder. Just powder up your face a little bit so you don't shine.
Yeah,
I
just
need to.
before the episode, dude.
I can like
Yeah.
see your computer screen in your cheek. It's like
Oh. No, that's my ring light that you can see in my cheek. I'm porcelain.
Yeah, you look like a fat porcelain doll right now.
Yeah, I'm one of those Buddhas out front at the Chinese restaurant. You know, they have like the little Buddhas sitting out that like have like the like holding fortune cookies. That's me.
You're good luck.
Yeah, except I'm not gonna let anyone else have the fortune cookies.
Oh.
Anyways, I think that
All
about
right.
does it for
Yeah, we
this
gotta go and
headliners special
wrap it up.
episode.
Wrap this thing up here. So, Patty, what's been going on? Tell us what you got. Anything lined up here soon?
No, I did just do a show a couple weeks ago, which was cool because it's been a while. And actually today I was supposed to do, Terrell had a show he was doing. I don't know if you know about it. It was like he had like a thing where he bought a bunch of tomatoes, like squishy tomatoes that audience members would throw at you if you sucked or whatever.
Yeah, I know about this.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it except he had planned it and he had asked me to go to the July 31st show, and then he did that show last month, and then afterwards he posted on Facebook and was like, "Sorry guys, I don't have the venue anymore." So I don't know, it fell through. I don't know what happened, but it's
Probably the fact
weird.
that he based this entire comedy show around Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, fake tomatoes, but people throwing objects at entertainers, which, you know.
Yeah.
I don't have anything coming up. But
I'm not a fan of having things thrown at me while I'm on stage, so I don't know if I want to do that.
I'm gonna start having PTSD, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I just wanted to do something, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And it seemed like really low pressure, you know, low stakes situation. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? But it's not going on anymore. So
Oh well.
Yeah. He DM'd me to do that show, and this was like a couple months after me and Jason had just performed at a theater. And he asked me to not be a part of the show, but to come show up and take care of the tomatoes and be a backup in case another comedian didn't show up. And I said, I'm okay, Terrell. I just performed in a theater. I don't
Yeah.
need to be a backup comedian that takes care of tomatoes.
I would do it, but I would pass out real tomatoes just to screw everything up. So.
Oh, that's smart. That would be funny as hell. What theater did y'all go to perform in?
We did Vinyl Music Hall in Pensacola.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we opened for Mo Alexander, which actually we need to get Mo back on here soon. So
We just talked to him, dude.
I know,
the
but I
Walt
like-
Bass Reeves thing.
I like Mo. I like Mo. I like having him.
We
on
need to
the
get
show.
his opinions on Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Yeah, we do.
You gotta stop with that.
No, I don't, dude. I'm
Is
gonna
that
run
the-
it to the ground.
Is that
brother.
the only '90s band you know?
It's the funniest one.
It's not.
Uh,
It's
Yeah,
not.
it is,
It's
dude.
not.
It's the funniest name. Toad the Wet Sprocket? What is that? It makes no sense. There's also Presidents of the United States of America. It's pretty tight.
Yeah. True.
What are some other fun? We talked about Hoobastank the other day.
Yeah.
They got pretty good names nowadays too, like modern baseball. You know, Midwestern emo.
Yeah, we got metal opening up the Olympics. I mean, Gojira opened up the Olympics, so that's pretty cool. I'm hoping that metal comes back into the forefront for a little while.
Should have been Toad, brother.
Yeah,
I fully support that. Except for right now, I'm on the just gay women train. Billie Eilish, Chappell Roan.
Title of your sex tape.
That's pretty much I'm obsessed. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Have y'all listened to Chappell Roan?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not.
She actually got interviewed by Elton John, and I was just like, she must be losing her shit. She must be pissing her pants right now. It was, I'm so happy for her. She's amazing. I'm in love.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, if she did that, then that would break the gay woman train.
Yeah, I dig her aesthetic. She's got like some cool stuff going on with her. Like real, theater style stuff, like Kiss.
Yes, all the effort that goes into the drag that she does and shit. Yes, yeah. It's very, very high quality. Yeah, and her voice is amazing.
I love the theatrics. We need theatrics back in rock and roll. That's what we need.
Yeah, like Ghost.
Yeah, exactly. I saw Ghost in concert.
When?
Jason, you saw Ghost?
Yeah,
I did Ghost too. I saw them in, I think it was 2016 or 17.
That's when I saw.
You guys need to get on Ready to Believe You.
I saw him in Atlanta with Opeth and Mastodon in 2016, I think it was.
We've probably had this conversation before.
Probably, yeah. And then I saw Mastodon again at the Hard Rock. And they're like, I love Mastodon. I think they need to do the Super Bowl halftime show now. Now that metal's going to be all over the place, let's just get Mastodon at the halftime show.
That's my favorite Power Rangers transformation. Mastodon!
Saber-tooth tiger! Country has had its time when it comes to that. You're right. They need to give other people a chance.
And everybody's like, we need to get Metallica at the Super Bowl. Like, dude, Metallica, it's so... They're the fucking Kmart of metal. It needs to
be Toad the Wet Sprocket this year. Yes, me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Metallica. Master of Puppets is one of my favorite albums of all time. But come on. They just... No.
We've seen it. Yeah. Thank you. Do something. Have someone else.
Yeah, they're the Coke and Pepsi of metal music. There's just nothing, they're just there. They've always been there.
Don't say Coke and Pepsi around me, Jason. I'll get triggered.
Yeah, it's AC/DC, Metallica, and Motley Crue, and then everything else is, all combinations of that.
Yeah, if you think the Christians went all crazy for the Olympics, can you imagine if Ghost did the halftime show? They'd be shitting themselves.
And the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody in Ghost is also Christian.
Yeah, and their music does not match their aesthetic, so it's they would see these crazy the anti-pope on the stage, and then they've got this nice pop music playing coming out of the speakers. What is happening?
It's called method acting, baby.
Yeah, I love it. Let's do that. Come on, Patty. We need to start sending off some emails. Let's do this. Let's get it happening.
I love anything that has meth in it.
Start a hashtag. All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Patty, thank you for coming on the show. Love having you here. It's been too long since I've seen you in person, so we need to go do some comedy somewhere. Yeah. And Jacob, tell everybody what we just dropped on the Patreon.
Oh, dude, what we just dropped on the Patreon, man. We recorded yet another vlog on our way up to Baton Rouge for the Stone versus Drunk versus Sober showcase that Jason won, by the way.
Yeah.
We dropped the vlog on there. So you can see the vlog. You can also see Jason's full set and my full set from the show there. So for $1 a month, you get 20 minutes of stand-up comedy and an entire vlog that you can view just from this freaking month for $1.
That's a fucking deal.
Yeah.
Sounds like a deal, dude. We're going to put Burger King out of business with all these freaking deals we got.
And right
bro.
now, when you're listening to this, if you're not a patron, the beginning of the month is the perfect time to become a patron. So you go in there, you give us $1, you get access to those 3 videos we just dropped. You get all of our episodes 2 days early before everybody else. And we've got more videos, more extra content we're going to drop next month while you're a patron. So patrons are eating right now. They got a lot of content to go through.
They won't even miss that $1. They won't even know it's gone.
Yeah, you can find it in the
you
couch
could feed a
cushion.
hungry kid in Africa, or you could watch me get tased. Which one would be more fun for you?
Yeah, we got videos on the Patreon that are not up for regular consumption, like stuff that we've had yanked down off of YouTube. So the only way to watch it is on Patreon. So go over there, become a patron, watch all that cool stuff. We got a lot of it.
Yes, we do. Jason, tell everybody where you're going to be returning in August.
Yes, I will be returning to Rally Cap Brewing Company for Stone versus Drunk versus Sober on August 16th, which is Friday night. Go get your tickets now at Lafayette. Is it LafayetteComedy.com?
Yes.
Yeah, LafayetteComedy.com. Go get your tickets. It sold out last time, and they had to open up some more tickets the day of the show, but it's going to sell out again. So go get your tickets now. And look, they got great beer there. They got good pizza and the comedy. All the comedians are great. The comedy was awesome. It was we had a blast, didn't we? It was awesome.
It was fun. The pizza was fantastic.
Yeah, so go get your tickets now. I will not be competing. I will be doing my feature set before the actual competition starts. So me and the other winner, we're going back on the 16th. So get your tickets now for Rally Cap Brewing Company on August 16th. And I think that's it. Is that everything, Jacob?
Yes, sir.
Let's get out of here. If you want to email us at openmikerspodcast@gmail.com. Openmikers.com is our website. Also, we have a link tree. Linktree.com/openmikerspodcast takes you everywhere you need to go. All the socials, all that good stuff. And don't forget, go to brezcoffeeco.com. Use the code OMPodcast to check out for 10% off your order. We love all you, and we'll see you next week.
New theme song by Toad the Wet Sprocket next week.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.